Alrighty, hello YouTube, ZShadow64 here, back again with another Clash for Dawn video. And this time we are doing Ines. In my previous Ines videos, I was doing things a little bit differently, just doing like up to certain waves. But I finally managed to actually beat Ines. I wasn't even aware that you could actually go through and beat the entire thing. But after wave 20, that's it. Once you get there, you automatically beat it. So that being said, I thought, okay, if that's the case, I may as well just make a whole video showcasing just wave 1 through 20. So that's what we're doing now. And before you actually go and start up Ines, it is recommended that the leader tells everybody where to go. So if you notice here, said me and Billy got the center lane, Mario has the right lane over there, and then Lang has the left lane, as you can see. And that just makes things a lot easier, so people aren't fighting over getting the highest score. And people still saying, or still wanting to join my party, but unfortunately it's already started. Now, just a few tips, because obviously it's going to be a little bit of a long video here. May as well try and fill it in with tips, but one of the biggest tips is just knowing which waves are going to be the most difficult and being prepared for them. So the only waves that have ever got me, or pretty much lost me the match, were wave 16, 19, and 20. Those three waves are going to be the most difficult waves, especially wave 19. If you can pass wave 19, you pretty much got wave 20 settled. So I don't usually consider wave 20 much of an issue, because if you just make it past wave 19, you got a pretty dang good team, and you should be set. But yeah, those two waves, 16 and 19, are going to be your biggest threats. Usually I can always make it up to wave 16 without using any gems to help Ines out. And a lot of people take advantage of this early on, but I don't even bother, because if anything, the only thing I'm ever going to need is to give Ines health, and and so I may as well just save up my points, because that's a few less gems I have to I have to use to spam some Ines heals. And to be honest, the monsters are so powerful. Once you get to wave 16, it doesn't really make a difference if you gave Ines extra attack power or not. And a lot of times you're trying to kite the monsters away from Ines, or keep them as far away from Ines as possible, so she's not really, she shouldn't be under attack in the first place. And most of the monsters should be out of her attack range, therefore giving her extra attack and defense is completely pointless. But whatever floats your boat. I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt to give her extra defense and whatnot. So I mean, if you really want to go for it, go for it. But what it comes down to is that if Ines is about to die, you gotta spam heal Ines, which costs quite a lot. But still, they get the cost in gems to keep her alive is well worth it, because buying amber in the store costs quite a lot. So if you actually make it to round 20, the amount of amber you get is well worth the amount of gems spent keeping her alive. So, alright, let's get these guys away from Ines here. We want to keep all the monsters as far away from Ines as possible, especially these skeletons. And when you're versing the skeletons, keep their attacks facing away from Ines, because they got these really long range sword attacks, and you don't want that attack getting anywhere near Ines, because it does a lot of damage to her. So we're coming up close to wave 16 here, which is where we might notice things start getting a little bit more difficult. And I'm going to show you guys how to best handle wave 16 once we get there. Alright. Okay. So everybody knows pretty much what to do on wave 15, but if you don't, just keep the boss kited and get rid of these guys real quick for the person who's trying to kite the boss. And healers, obviously, you know, take advantage of healing Ines while the boss is being kited as well, because wave 16 you don't want her to be on low HP for. So yeah, make sure get her nice and healed, and then we can go focus on trying to get rid of this boss. Now, what I like to do when I'm trying to kite the boss is just basically make the boss go in a big circle. That way, everybody's not running around like chickens with their head cut off trying to. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got all these archers' attention. I'm gonna go help get these enemies' attention as well, and I'm just trying to keep myself alive now. I'm bringing all the enemies away from Ines. You want to attack the enemies before they even get Ines in their view. So as you've seen, as soon as the match started, I went and I got these guys' attention. I came down here and I got these guys' attention. And then I went all the way down here and made sure any of these guys weren't non-aggroed. You know, so I made sure I got the aggro on both the left and the right lane, because you never know. You know, you wish you could trust everybody on your team, but it's always nice to double check and make sure all the monsters have gotten aggro. It's better to be safe than sorry. So that's what I always do. And plus, you know, the archers do a lot of damage. They it's best to it's best to make sure you're after you aggro them, you start running out of their line of sight, and have your teammates nail into them as they're following you. So that sometimes works a little bit better than trying to kill these guys in a very confined space where they can constantly hit you. So there's a bunch of different ways to go about kiting, but that's the best way I found to kite the archers. And now you're really going to have to put this to the test on wave 19, as you're going to see shortly here. And I'm just getting ready for it. I'm going to stay close to these lanes here, and I'm going to hurry up and I'm going to aggro these guys once they spawn. And then I'm going to aggro these guys, and I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to go all the way to the left lane after that and make sure those guys got aggroed as well. Make sure everybody gets aggroed. That's the most important thing. Okay, so here we go. So get these guys really quick. Come over here. I'm going to drop this down. Grab these guys. I'm going to keep going. Keep going. Just grab the aggro on everybody. So it looks like everybody has aggro now. Now I just got to focus on keeping everybody healed. And look how efficiently we took all those guys out. So I didn't even have to go over here. My team did such a good job aggroing everybody. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing as we did before. I'm going to spam a heal over here. Make sure Ines is being well healed. And look at this, guys. This is amazing. So, okay, Ines is taking a little bit of damage. So I'm going to come over here. Just going to take out this guy. I really don't want to gem Ines right now because we've made it this far without doing it. So I'm going to stand right here and do some damage and make sure Ines is being healed. I don't want to stand too close to Ines because I don't want any AoE damage from any of the monsters hitting Ines. Remember, never fight monsters too close to Ines because some of them do AoE damage. I know, well, I don't believe the archers actually do it, but there we go, guys. That was a beautiful run. Absolutely beautiful. Look at all that. I was rank 3, and I got a little bit extra. I believe it was extra amber from that. I don't know. But, but there we go. That was amazing. That was amazing. I have never had such a great Ines run. That was beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better video. But yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope my tips help you out as well. Like I said, the biggest tips. Make sure just everyone is better or prepared for wave 16 and 19. If you can do 19, like I said, 20's going to be easy. Everybody's going to know what to do for 20. But yeah, just make sure you grab aggro from all the lanes. before they even get their eyes on Ines. If they have their eyes, or if they have Ines in their line of sight, they're gonna go straight for Ines, and it's not gonna be good. It is not gonna be good. So yeah, just whoops. Whenever I see guild invite, I'm just like, okay, free guild invite. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. Also, take advantage of getting Ines healed up if you're a healer. When everybody has aggro and it looks like everything's going to go good, use that spare time to keep Ines healed. And the only thing you should ever have to spend points on is heal Ines. Because like I said, once once wave 15 passes, pretty much, all the monsters are going to do way too much damage for Ines to really even be useful in helping you out. So that's really the only thing worth spending gems on. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the tips and everything, and I'll see you guys in the next vid.